Hi, I'm Polly Jean Harrison, and we are here at Money 2020 Las Vegas. Why don't you introduce yourself for us, please?
Hi, I'm Ryan Zagone. I work on the WISE team leading our bank partnerships.
Amazing. And how are you finding the event so far?
It's been great. It's been a marathon of meetings and activity. It's awesome to see so much fintech coming together.
Absolutely. And so I'd love to hear about WISE's mission, what's happening, and where are you going with it? Specifically, in the North American space too.
WISE's focus is on delivering the best user experience in international payments. We've built a product that allows us to send and receive money across over 80 currencies. Our focus to date has been on direct-to-consumer and direct-to-small business use cases. Where we're going in the future is extending that out, taking our product and our core API and embedding that directly in partners. So other fintechs, banks, account payable platforms, across the whole sector.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess following on from that, what do you see as the biggest opportunities that are going to be available to fintechs over the next year or so?
The core of WISE is our user experience. It's digital, it's fast, it's low cost. The major opportunity in the market today is to take our user experience and embed that directly in a partner's interface. So they're not having to build from scratch. They can take what we've done, they take our lessons on product design, our lessons on connectivity, and deliver that directly to their customers.
Absolutely. And then again, kind of on a similar vein, where do you see the future of partnerships between banks and fintechs going? Are there still opportunities there?
Definitely. The fintech space has been evolving and specializing. I think WISE is a really good example of a specialization in cross-border payments. The opportunity for partnerships is to take that specialization and embed it directly in a partner. So they're not having to learn from scratch, but they can take what we've learned from our own customers and our own products.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess, is that going to just keep going as the years go on? Are we going to see that continue to evolve?
Yeah, I see that heating up the next few years, especially with this emphasis on user experience. Customers today, particularly post-COVID, are much more open to moving to fintechs or other providers for a better user experience. Right. They're looking for digital, looking for low cost, they're looking for fast.
Yeah.
So the ability for a customer to move pretty freely today makes it important for you to have a leading user experience. I think from a bank perspective, looking at cross-border, but also from other use cases, other verticals, partnering with companies that enable that user experience, I expect to see heat up.
Yeah, and I guess we're seeing a lot more small businesses turn to fintechs as well, specifically. Yeah. What kind of trends are you seeing in that space at the moment, and how that relates to both the US market and an international market as well?
Yeah, small businesses post-COVID are now hiring and doing business overseas much more freely. So their need for international payments is happening much earlier in their life cycle. So they need an ability to make an employee reimbursement, like guaranteeing funds down to the cent to their employee overseas, making payroll, or paying a vendor overseas. These use cases you typically wouldn't see in an early stage small business company pre-COVID. But now with remote work, with remote connectivity, we're seeing that demand for small businesses doing business internationally much more early in their life cycle.
What about the current economic climate, though? I know it's quite tough in a lot of places. Is that going to have an effect on small businesses, do you think? Are they going to turn to fintechs more?
I think they will. This climate is driving companies to be more efficient. So it's like, how do we cut cost? How do we operate more efficiently?
Right.
So they're looking for what is the lowest cost provider, or the provider that gives me the best service to this market? What's the fastest? What's the lowest cost? And that openness to move to different providers, that's driving a lot of movement in the space, a lot of innovation happening.
Yeah, amazing. And I guess it's that innovation that fintech is so good at, right? Like that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And then just finally, I would love to ask you, when can we stop saying formally TransferWise when we talk about WISE? I feel like it's been a little while now. When do you think that's going to happen?
Well, I still mess up from time to time. I think we're all in that transition, but we're really excited about that WISE rebrand and the public listing last year. So it's we kept the fast flag. We're holding tight on that. With WISE, we'll eventually get there.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. But thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.